And today we have Understanding Your Temperament, which will be taken by Coach Tumbititi Olu Joshua. And I'd like you to sit tight because you are going to begin to see yourself being unveiled to you. And maybe you also be seeing your partner in the picture, but it's not time to fight. It's time to learn, to relearn, and to unlearn, and to make do with the information you'll be getting tonight. So Coach Tumbititi Olu Joshua will be taking us through this session, and I just quickly will read her profile to us. She is a family life practitioner. She is identity and clarity coach. She's also an author and a social savior. Can you make welcome with me tonight to take us further? Coach Tumbititi Olu Joshua. You're welcome on board. With your clapping ovation, please begin to clap to welcome our
Let's
coach.
clap, 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 clap. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Yes, so good to be here. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Coach Faye. Thank you, Coach Tega. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We are super delighted to have you. Thank you, Moreni Keji Mutsunrayo. Thank you. All right. My beautiful coaches, please, can I share my screen? Have I been given the go ahead?
You can share your screen, Ma.
All right, thank you. Please do let me know when you can see my screen.
We can see your screen now.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Please, before you continue, Coach, I'm having a challenge here. I need to mute people. Please, let's mute our mics while I get that done. Sorted.
Okay.
Okay. Coach Tumbititi, you know what you helped me do? I think you should go down
Okay.
to where there is more and mute everybody. You have the power to mute everybody generally. I can't mute
Okay.
everybody from my end because you're the
All
host.
right.
Just mute all participants. Everybody. Join.
Have you made me the host?
You are the host. I'm not the host anymore. The host.
Because I'm not saying.
You go
okay.
to where there is.
Oh, I'm already at that more, but I'm not seeing that option.
When you click on more, you should see mute, or under participants, you should see mute all or mute all participants. Under.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just go to participants. Okay. Okay, so everyone is muted except me. So how do we hear you?
I can still unmute.
Okay, all right. So are we good?
And can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Beautiful.
Are we good now?
Yes, we have. Please go ahead.
All right. Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for that. Sorry for that breaking transmission. All right, without much ado, I just want to confirm again, can everybody see my screen and can you hear me? Okay. Please, I want the chat room to be bubbling. I've been seeing my people. Thank you. That means you can hear me. God bless you all. Thank you so much once again for joining. And for those that joined yesterday, we truly appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. And today we'll be speaking about two major things that is in my head, but so first of all, I will be speaking about understanding your temperament, why you and your spouse act the way you do. And my dearest Egbon Oga will be speaking about creating your own marital vision. I'm just super excited because I tell you, sometimes when you as a speaker is speaking, a lot of times you prepare your slides, you prepare so many things you want to say, but you find yourself saying the things that even you needed, that you are in need of. Like these values are needed in your marriage, in your relationships, at your place of work, with your clients and all of that. So I strongly believe that today is just going to be a super awesome day. I am a believer, and I strongly believe that I've been empowered to do this. I am the woman for the job. And today, I'm going to be taking you on that journey. So please, let us ride on as I take you on understanding your temperament, why you act the way you do. So now I'm timing myself, so I don't want to take anybody's time. Okay, so, Ati David. So today, I've always wanted to ask this question. I have a lot of people staying with me, and I've been asking them, like, temperaments. As in, I've heard about temperament since when I was in secondary school, and I think I got a full flesh of what it really means when I got to university. I got to understand and read a book by Tim LaHaye, The Way You Do. So I realized that we have 4 different temperaments. And please, everyone, I want your participation on the chat box. Let me just be seeing my chat box like this so that I'm encouraged. I'm seeing you people dropping. All right. Okay. So Coach Faye, are you saying something? Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. So I was talking about temperament. Like, if you hear the word temperament, what are the things that comes to your mind? I would like the chat room to be chitty chatty. I don't want to waste your time today, but if you don't answer me on time, I'm gonna take your time. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Okay, I want us to work together so that this conversation can really, really be sweet. We are not here for lectures. We are not in a seminar. We are here to have, a side fire chat, with one another. So if you hear the word temperament, what are the things that comes to your mind? Okay, what are the things that come to your mind when you hear the word temperament? Is it choleric? And then, please, can I see the chat box dropping? Can I see messages dropping? If I'm not seeing messages, that means you're not hearing me. Okay, Iretiade, thank you so much. I'm hearing the word anger. Okay, thank you. Please keep it coming. So when you hear the word temperament, Iretiade says she understands the word like anger, So do you feel the same way? Like emotions? Josephine said your reaction. Thank you, Josephine. Yeah, I love it. Isaac Joshua is saying that reactions. Me. I cannot hide you. Isaac Joshua is my husband. Oh shit. So, but what you're saying now is that temperament to you means reaction. Hello? Okay, thank you. Losing self-control. Oh, Ayadami, thank you so much. Moreni Keji, how you behave. I love it. Thank you so much. Yes, the word temperament, it's from the basis of who you are. Hot temper, thank you. The word temperament, it basically forms the basis of who you are. And it's actually different. Thank you, guys. It's actually different from, temperament is different from character, like characteristics, who you are, the things, your perception about some ideologies, and personality is like what you present to the world that you are, But right now we are just focusing on temperament, why you act the way you do. And I want you to know that temperament in itself, I don't have so much time, so I'm just going to be going straight to the point. Temperament in itself, it's genetically inherited. It's not something that you have control over. It's genetically inherited, So as we grow, it is by yourself that you start saying, this particular temperament does not pay my bills. This particular temperament is always making my boss to shout at me. This particular temperament of mine, I need to work on it. This one, I don't have this one. I need to develop it. This one is so underdeveloped. Like I said, temperament is the basis, it forms that basis of who you are, And so today we are going to be speaking about the 4 temperaments that we all know. It is very, very popular. But my job here today is not to tell you about those temperaments, because I know I am speaking to intelligent people, intelligent adults who already knows about temperament. But what I am here to do today is to reinforce what that means and how you can bring it home, how you can bring it to your marriage in such a way that you will never ever forget. Because I'm going to use an example that you can so relate to, that is so relatable. All right? Okay, so we have choleric. My people, if you know this 4 temperament I'm talking about, please be helping me to type it, because I don't want to be doing the typing and be, we have choleric. Please, if I'm not oh my God, thank you so much. Cheers. You see, we have sanguine, we have phlegmatic, we have choleric, we have one more. Yes, thank you, Adikolu Joshua. Bobo says choleric, sanguine, melancholy, phlegmatic. Mrs. Delu, melancholy. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, these are the 4 temperaments that is so popular. But guess what, guys? No person in this world is one temperament. You don't dominate in one, as in when you want to describe you don't say I am just melancholy, or I am phlegmatic, I am sanguine, is a mix. It has to be a mix of 2 in you. Okay, so today I will be breaking down what this personality and this temperamental types, how we can understand it better, and in such a way that you'll be able to start asking yourself questions that, okay, so this is who I am. You will be able to fit yourself into that, that particular box, and then into that particular category, and then as well as your spouse. All right, so before I do that, I put something here as a case study. I wrote that we treat ourselves with mercy, while we treat others with judgment. If this statement is correct, please put a yes. Put a yes. We are actually meant to discuss this statement, but because of our time, I really want to keep to time. So I am not going to give us time to discuss about this. Put a yes. We treat ourselves with mercy. And if you don't agree, it's okay. Just put a no. We treat ourselves with mercy, while we treat others with judgment. Oh, thank you so much. I get that yes a lot. Thank you, Adekunle Abiodun. Thank you so much. That's my cousin. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Dafe. Thank you. Yes, we treat ourselves with so much mercy, and then we treat other people with judgment. Why is it so? Well, we shall find out today. And because I know that these people that are on this call with me are people that are so understanding. So you are going to unlearn some things that you've always hold on to, some belief systems that has been empowering the way the way you behave. That you today you will know that this thing does not pay you. You will drop it, you will unlearn it, and then you start picking the ones that you will start reinforcing, that start empowering the new way you do, such that it will skyrocket you to the new level and the new greater heights, that you've always desired in your relationship with your spouse and with people around you. So in this case study, I have Joe is always disorganizing the house, which upsets Jane. Now, these 2 people are a couple, right? Joe is always Joe is always disorganizing the house, which upsets Jane, who loves to organize, and she has consistently used her verbal power to call him disorganized, which gets to him. Now, their relationship is strained. What is wrong and what can be done? Obviously, this is a temperamental issue. Joe, this is how Joe is. It's not as if Joe is always disorganizing the house. You see, the way Joe is wired, he just believed that life is not hard. You know, Joy is in the team of LG. Life is good. So let's just enjoy ourselves. But Jane does not come from that kind of, you know, that kind of environment upbringing. You understand? Jane is always the, you know, organized, love details and all of that. But the way they are both, you know, they are both not aligning and they are always having a clash. That particular attitude makes them have, you know, clash a lot. And then in this way is already bringing a lot of arguments, bringing strain to their relationship. Obviously, what is wrong is that they are acting differently. They are not the same person, but they have not come to understand that, look, this is who I am. This is who this my spouse is. Okay. So can we come to a middle point? Can we talk about this? Can we make this? How can we make this work? So, like I want to say again, perception. When it comes to temperament, perception is one thing that we cannot even, as in, we can't rule it out. When you see, when you do not know who you are, you will try to be everyone and then you become nobody. So the perception that you have of yourself, okay, I'm hearing in my mind, someone say that. Okay, nobody typed it, but I just heard, say it again. When you do not know who you are, you will try to be everybody, and then you will become nobody. Please, Coach Tega, can you help me type that? When you do not know who you are, you will try to become everyone, and at the end of the day, you will become nobody. So thank you so much. Thank you for agreeing with that. So perception can lead to a greater harmony. That is, if you seek to understand the perspective that this other party is coming from and your own perception. So now this takes me to this image. If you can see my screen, you should be able to see mine versus yours. You will see a man and a woman. Please, can you see it? Just give me a yes in the chat room.
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much. So you will see a man and a woman. The woman, 9, the number 9 is facing her, while the man is seeing number 6. Is any one of them wrong? No. None of them is wrong. But the way they perceive what they are seeing is what is making it seem as if, okay, we are not understanding each other and we can never be the same. We can never understand each other. This person is so dull. How can he be calling number 9, number 6? And that takes me to this quickly, this short story, the shortest honeymoon ever. Shortest honeymoon ever. These two couple, they had a very beautiful wedding. They went on their honeymoon. And then while they got there, you know, she was trying to get her luggage and all of that. And then she realized that, okay, this is not here. This is not here. And the husband said, oh, my darling, sorry, I just quickly help you to rearrange. And oh, thank you so much. The wife said, oh, thank you so much. And let me just, and then she opened her box. And then she realized that, kilo guy, he pack. What happened? There is a little bit of disorganization here. And then she couldn't find, she found her toothbrush. And then she picked up the toothbrush and realized that this toothbrush is wet. She was like, no, it can't be. It's not what I'm thinking. And then she asked, hello, sweetheart, did you use my toothbrush? And the guy, you know, like, oh yeah, so sorry, my darling, I forgot to pack my toothbrush, so I quickly, as in, the girl was like, hello, sir, are you all right? As in, are you listening to yourself? And the guy be like, yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot mine. But the lady cannot just, you know, bring herself to that understand. Like, I don't understand. How can a grown-up adult, a full grown-up adult, take someone else's toothbrush and use? Yes, we are married, but it's just a day. Like, we got married yesterday. I don't understand. Hello? There is nothing, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say that, but I am saying that the way the woman sees this privacy thing is different from the way the guy sees it. The guy is saying that, oh, Shebi, you are my wife now, we are married and all of that, we are one. And then the woman is saying, no, this is my privacy. Toothbrush is very, very private. Like my teeth, bacteria, no, do you understand? Guess what? Do you know that they pack each other's load and went back to their country? That was why I call it the shortest honeymoon ever. We are going to get to that point now. We are about to get to that point. Why these things happen. So mine versus yours. We see things the way we are, not as they are. Two people can see the same thing, yet ascribe different meanings to it. Oftentimes, couples drift apart in our quest to be right, and the other person wrong. Forgetting two people can see things differently, and both of them are correct. What makes us see things differently is the way we are all wired. It is the way we are all wired. Please, if you are with me, I want to be seeing the chat room bubbling. Oh, Shay, somebody said nothing is wrong, Jare. Oh, Shay, please, I want to see the chat room bubbling. If you are with me, thank you so much, Ayinde Oluwafumilayo. All right, so I'm going to the next one now. This is the main thing. Okay, my slide, please. I need you to cooperate now. Okay, now, we mentioned earlier that we have 4 different types of temperament, right? We have choleric, we have sanguine, we have melancholy, we have what more? A choleric, a sanguine, a melancholy, and a phlegmatic. Yes, thank you. Now, I mentioned that my job here is not to tell you about what these temperaments are. My job is to make you understand really, because you see those big English, they are too big English for me. Oh, you see, choleric, I'm too, they are too just big for me. But the way I want to make you understand today, I want to use things that we see every day. And, as I'm speaking it, you start figuring where you are. Now, we have 4 brands of car in this picture. You will be able to see 4 different kinds of car and their figuration. So we are like 4 different brands of cars with different configuration. And we must be handled the way we were configured, not the way people want to handle us. If we don't take time to understand people before seeking to handle them, we may mishandle and damage them. Now, the first picture you can see here is on your left. You will see Ford in front of it. Let us call it systematic Ford. All right? Let us call it systematic Ford. Systematic Ford are this kind of cars. Sorry, I will be I'll be using them as a prototype for human being, all right, and as a temperament. Systematic Ford are the kind of people that loves organization, processes, follow rules and regulation. They keep to time. They are this prim and proper, like they pay attention to details. When you want to make, you have a presentation, you have a slide, make sure that you have your A game on point. Those are systematic Ford. From the word systematic Ford, system and car. So systematic Ford, okay? There are places that you will need them. There are places that you will find them very, very useful. Now, the second picture to your right-hand side is, I call it creative convertible. Again, creative convertible. Please, are you typing it? Let me check my chat box. Are you typing it? Okay. Yeah, I'm rushing now. Your mic, you are sounding far. Oh, someone said, please, is that true?
I think
is
it's
that
from my
true?
end. No. It's not that. That's not for everybody.
Please, I need.
You are very clear,
Someone said I'm
my
sounding
end.
far. Is my mic okay?
Yes, it is.
All
I guess
right.
it's from my end.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So we have systematic Ford and creative convertible. Creative convertible. Now, you see this creative convertible, that particular car, I don't, if you are driving on Lagos Road, in this part of the world that I am is Lagos, you will see some fine cars that their head will move like this. The thing will, as you can even open the roof, and then the door can move. That's creative convertible car. Those are like flashy cars. You know, you are driving beside them. You are just feeling the sound of their music. The gbedu is loud. They are enjoying themselves. Please excuse me. I need to switch on my AC. Please excuse me. Thank you. I'm getting hot because I'm getting close to that point, you know, that I really love talking about. Now, creative convertible. These people, they are the social life guy. You know, they are the life of the party. Just like I just created this, I just described this car to you right now. When you see a creative convertible guy, like this kind of sanguine people, when you enter a room, you will know that this sanguine is here. They are the life of the party. They are the sociable guys. They are the guys that like, you know, dressing in bright colors. They want to be noticed. They are people, lover of people. You know, they make people happy. You can never feel depressed when you're around a creative convertible person. Now, I hope you got the point. Now, let us go to intimidating Oma. Oh, shit. I love intimidating Oma. You know, when you're driving on the road, they're just, hello, get out of there. What's wrong with you? Sure, you don't have respect for your big brother. Okay. So intimidating Oma are this kind of people that they are goal-getters. You know, they set goals in the beginning of the year, even before January, like December, at the end of the year, they already have goals for the next year. Like, as I'm speaking like this, an intimidating Oma is the kind of person that they are the leadership kind of person. They want jobs to be done. They take no nonsense. They are very, very professional. They are already planning for next year. They are planning for next 2 years. They are planning for the next 5 years of their organization. Those kind of people, when you find them in a marriage relationship, in a marital relationship, you see them planning for the next 10 years, 15 years of their family. Like they already have, what's it called? Even if they don't have the money that they will use to send their children to school, they already know the school that their children will go to, right from primary school. They know the university and the secondary school, the master's degree, where their children would, you know, that's intimidating Oma for you. They are the choleric kind of guy. They make things happen. When I'm saying guy, I'm using guy for male and female. Okay, are we on the same page? Thank you. So I've been able to create an explanation about intimidating Oma. Now we have dependable truck. Dependable truck. Our guy, you see this kind of people. They are the peacemakers, though. If you have, and I want us to listen very well. You see, as I'm speaking and describing all of these people, I want you to start finding yourself. Okay, I want you to start looking out for yourself. Dependable truck are these kind of people that they are peacemakers. You know, let's cite an example. You have a date with a dependable truck. A dependable truck in itself. Truck is, for instance, you want to move from Lagos to Abuja. You want to move your entire family and all of your house. You are staying in a, you know, mansion and all of that. You don't carry creative convertible to pack your load. You don't carry systematic Ford. You don't carry intimidating Oma. You use a truck, right? That's why we put the word dependable truck. They are this kind of people that they don't like hurting people. They are very dependable. You understand? You have a meeting or a date with a dependable truck. Even though he came early for that meeting, and you, the person he or she wants to meet with, you came late, you start apologizing. A dependable truck, you know, they know that what you did is wrong. It's okay, because they are the kind of peacemaker kind of person. They don't like trouble. They would just excuse it away. They don't like confronting people. They are the diplomatic kind of person. They are the diplomacy. When two people are fighting, they are the ones that would tell, you know, okay, you know, all right, oh, okay, you know, that's peace, that's dependable truck for you. I hope with this, you know, explanation, you have been able to find, you know, and understand, because I'm about to take us to a higher level right now, and if I don't explain that, there is no way you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. Now, let us look at, let me quickly. So now, intimidating truck. See, as I'm saying all of these things, you should be able to figure out who is a choleric, who is a sanguine. From what Coach Tumbi Titi has just explained, who is a sanguine, who is a phlegmatic, who is a melancholy. Now, I am Mr. Macho. A lot of people think I am too hard and strict, but it's because they don't understand that I want to be effective and produce results that will make the world a better place. I may not have time for parties and appear autocratic, but I have feelings and really want to change as long as you are willing to help me. But above all, I choose to accept myself because the me you see is as the result of my purpose. Now, this thing I just said, it just explained everything I've been talking about. So I'm just going to be reading this. I'm not explaining anything anymore because I've already made my explanation. You will see that I wrote IH in front of what I just read. IH means intimidating Oma. Now I'm going to read systematic fraud. That is SF, systematic fraud. Systematic fraud. A systematic fraud person is the one speaking right now. Now she's telling you who she is. Okay, because I spoke earlier about perception, how we see people. Okay, now they are telling you how they are and how they want to be handled. Look, if you don't seek to understand people's uniqueness, you will misinterpret them, and then there is a way you will start seeing them, and that is not the way they are. That's not the way they are seeing themselves. You are just like the example I gave you about Joe being disorganized, and Jane, the wife, is seeing the husband as a disorganized person. The way you are seeing that man as a disorganized person, you are already labeling him, and that is bringing him down. It's not making him function very well. If you speak from tomorrow, he will not understand. He will never be organized. Now, I'm sorry, am I still sharing my screen? Can you see my screen? Because I just saw something appeared now. Can you still see my screen, please?
So sorry.
No,
No, you're not sharing. We can't see your screen again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Someone must have pressed something.
Yes. Sorry for my hand. It was a mistake.
All right. Can you see it now, please?
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you. So I don't offer much information about myself because I am rather internal and reticent. I love high standards and it feels great when due process is followed. I dislike people who are too playful and overexcited. Like, what's wrong with herself? She's too chitty-chatty. But that's how that person is. This is who you are. So I really want us to, start picking. I hardly show sympathy for people suffering because I believe that our experience in life is a direct consequence of our actions. Be very thorough and make presentations with great accuracy. If you want to get along well with me, mind you, I will still research it personally. So if you want to get along well with a systematic fraud, you have to make sure that you are prim and proper and you pay attention to details. That's the systematic fraud for you. I hope you are really already finding your spouse in this space that I'm already talking about. Now, let us quickly move to creative convertible. Creative convertible is CC, and that's the one on the left. Sorry, on the left down part, So people think I am unserious and some think I am not disciplined, but they all know they can't avoid my success. Check my shirts, check my clothes, show them my car and my circle of influence. Wait them, show them, pepper them gun people. People like me because I am the light of every show. I love fun and catch my fun, although I sometimes overdo it. I have been repeating my mistakes all the time and I really need help, but I don't want you to reject me. Don't judge me. Unless I forget, please don't give me too many rules and regulations. That is a creative convertible talking. That I'm sure you can hear the voice of a sanguine from that explanation. That is who they are, and they don't like to be judged. So if you have a spouse who is like this, please Stop judging them. If all you can do is you want to start talking why they are not doing this, they are not doing this, they are not doing this, that it is wrong. You will not get the best out of them until you seek to understand who they are. That's when you get the best out of them. Don't stop judging them. Stop labeling them. Okay, you need to understand that. Look, this is who they are. All right. The dependable chalk. I am the peacemaker. I love to understand and relate with people. It's not difficult for me to accept people and believe in them. However, I find it sometimes hard to confront people when I ought to, and I don't so much enjoy change. There is not so much about me other than the fact that I love to serve people. The best way to enjoy me is not to shout at me, because I will withdraw. But you can be sure I am one of the most dependable human beings you will ever find on the earth. You know, there are some people like that. And I'm sure beyond your spouse, you are beginning to find your children in this temperament that we are talking about. The fact that you give birth to twins does not mean that they are the same. There are some, as in, people are different like that. So I'm sure you are beginning, you are not just finding your spouse. That's why this meeting is very, very important. You have to listen to the full session. So I will soon be rounding up right now because there is no time anymore. My other sister needs to join this call. So I've been able to explain these 4 temperaments. And finally, let me just quickly tell you how we see ourselves and how other people see us. So where is that slide? I'm not going to be talking so much about it. If you can see my slide, you'll be seeing my eyes and my spouse's eyes. If my spouse is an intimidating Oma, my spouse is bold. He sees himself as being bold. But me, if I am not an intimidating Oma, I will see my spouse as he's too arrogant. He's always showing himself. That I hope you get that, right? And then for a creative convertible, if I have a creative convertible as a friend, like the show guy kind of person, the sociable person, I will feel that let's look for something that is, let's look for sociable. Like I think that's the 5th line there. You see that a creative convertible person is sociable, but other people will see them as they are too ficky, like too ficky, you know, and then they can be too gossipy, but they are the communicative kind of person. They express themselves. When you hurt a sanguine will tell you immediately, hello, I don't like what you did. Don't try that nonsense with me next time. You know, they are very, very communicative people. They see themselves like they talk a lot, but people see them and they are too self-promoting. They always themselves, they talk too much, they are too gossipy. That's how people see them. But no, we need to start using people's lens to see them. We need to understand their own uniqueness in order to appreciate life better, in order to understand our spouses, every relationship around us, not just our spouse, our boss, you know, our children, our in-laws, and everyone around us, right? Now, dependable truck, how they see themselves. A dependable truck is a good listener. A dependable truck is such a good listener. They will listen to you. I think most guys fall into that category. Please, this is a disclaimer. I am not saying that that's exactly how it is, but my own personal, you know, observation. Guys who listen well, but some people may perceive them that they are too closed-mouthed, like they don't talk. They are just too there. They just, you know, like a place I went to today, and somebody was asking me a question about Kaka's wife. Why would she divorce her husband? Because her husband is too good. Her husband is too good. Her husband is not looking for her trouble. Why would she divorce her husband? Because her husband is too good. Well, that is a dependable truck for you. And then other people who don't understand them will feel that they are just too, you know, close-mouthed, too, you know, they are not strong enough and all of that. But you are wrong. Don't mistake their being, you know, their good skills as weakness. Now to the final one, a systematic fraud. A systematic is very, very observant. A systematic fraud person is a very, very observant person. But someone else will say they are too nosy. Kini gonna, everybody, is it not the same thing that we did a furniture? Is it not the same? The client even said the furniture is okay. How come she was able to point that one that the thread is showing her? She's too nosy, too nosy. But that's the way you see that person. But that's not how that person is. The person is just a very well detailed, have eye for details, observant kind of person. So without much ado, this is where I'm going to stop. I won't be able to speak extensively about this, but the major objective of this meeting is to be able to, bring it to your notice who we are and who others are, why we act the way we do, and why other people act the way they do. So we need to understand the way other people act so that we can have a smooth, harmonious relationship. That is the goal of this conversation. That is the goal. When you seek to understand each other's uniqueness, it will lead that perception. You start seeing with the right perspective. You will see that person's perspective, and that will lead to a greater harmony. That's the core of this matter. So the Oma wants a very organized and a goal-setting spouse, because that's their kind of person. A creative, convertible guy does not want a judgmental spouse, and a dependable truck person, like all this romantic, and calm spouse, they don't like to be shouted at, do you understand? Talk to them politely, even when you want to correct them, talk to them with respect, correct them in love. Right? And a systematic fraud person, likes things to be perfect, and a very honest person. They like you to, be transparent, show it. When you are wrong, admit that you are wrong. There's no need to start, just accept, I'm sorry, my spouse, I'm really, so that's without much ado, I think we are almost getting to the last place. In what areas have you misunderstood your spouse, and what will you do differently from today? Please, this is a question you need to ask yourself. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
A round of applause.
To you, Coach.
A round of applause to our amiable coach, Tumbititi Joshua. Can we begin to clap for her? Yes, so inspiring. Such a lovely session at that. What stood out well for you? What is that germane thing that stood out well for you? Please, let's encourage her. Let's send her our well wishes. Let's thank her for that session. What is that new thing you want to do now that you know yourself better, and now that you know your partner better? Can you begin to drop in the chat box? Yes, can you begin to drop in the chat box? Thank you so much. We are so grateful. Yes, you are amazing. Yes, somebody said you are amazing, and so you really are. And the truth is, this particular topic actually suits your personality. Even me, I'm so enjoying it. Like, yes, this is it. All right, beautiful session, lovely session. You did well, Ma. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Now, without so much ado, we'll move to the next session, and which is the last session for this 2 days free webinar, as we'll be talking about creating your marital vision. Creating your marital vision. You don't want to miss this, whether you are single or you are married. This is highly needed. Where there is no vision, the Holy Scripture says the people perish. So when there is vision for your home, you are sure that you're going to run based on that vision. When there is vision, then there is light. Let me quickly read to us the profile of our coach. Tonight, the coach taking us is Coach Temiloluwa Moronkeji. Temi is a certified professional relationship coach with the Chartered Institute of Corporate Mentoring and Coaching, Nigeria, and an associate practitioner of the Family System Engineering at the Institute of Family Engineering and Development. The brainchild of Temi's Love Clinic, a successful relationship coaching initiative, and a highly sought after sex educator and coach. Can you make welcome tonight with me, Coach Temiloluwa Moronkeji? Let's begin to welcome her on board. You can have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please,
You're
can
welcome.
you all hear me?
You're welcome, sis. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay,
Thank
please
you,
mute everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
It's such an amazing time and season. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome. A quick one. Who can tell us Coach Sumbititi's temperament? Who can guess? Because that's what she just taught us. Let me refresh, as in, let me see if you got everything. So can you just take a wild guess? At least our primary. Do you think she's, or at least she told us at the beginning that we can't be just one temperament, that you would have, you're a combination. So who can at least guess one of our temperaments? In family systems engineering, she reminded us that we don't use big grammar, sanguine, that's too big. What is it called? She just taught us. She gave us other names for it. Thank you. I don't want Coach Faye. Coach Faye, thank you, but I want someone else. At least one of our temperaments. CF. Is CF part of it? Thank you, Moreni Eji. She said creative convertible. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Can you just give yourself a round of applause? I just want to test if we are actually following through. Okay, Olasuji Berkeley thinks she is a creative, convertible, and systematic poet or something like that. Anyways, we can always do we can always, check it out, and we have that's one of the beautiful things about having a certified coach, a certified family coach, being your coach. It's we have a diagnostic tool which would accurately tell you your temperaments. I guess Coach Sumbi was really in a hurry to round off the session, and then we'll get to talk more about the family system engineering course, and how we can be a benefit to you. So that being said, let's just hit it straight. Creating a marital vision. For this session, you will need your pen and a paper. Please, it's very important. Quickly get your pen and a paper because it's very practical. I
Mute everyone from your end.
need to mute you. Please mute your mic.
Coach
Marumola,
Timothy, mute everyone from your end.
mic, please. That's very okay. Let me just mute all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so let me just share my slide, and let's just let me know. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen. It's still booting actually. Yep. Can you see it?
No, ma, we can't see.
Not yet, ma.
Let me know when you can. Or am I highlighted? Please ensure that. What about now?
Not yet, ma.
Not yet.
Okay. Just a minute, sorry.
So while we're waiting for her to share her screen, please, if you are yet to fill your pre-assessment form, kindly see the link in the chat box. Click, it won't take you 3 minutes or thereabouts to just fill. This is highly needed, please. Thank you, everyone.
Coach Tega, you might need to step in and make someone else a
She's
coach, or
the,
you can
I don't
make
know
your
why
she's the
it's
host.
not.
She's the host.
I can't even.
I'm not the host. She's the host
Yeah,
now. She has been the
you
host
can,
since we started.
okay, you can take over being the host so that you're able to allow her to share.
I'm still the host. I don't know why it's not.
Take over the host. If I take over the host, she can't share.
I'll just send it to you because it's
Let's
it's
okay.
freezing actually. I noticed
Okay.
it's freezing.
I'm
Okay.
adding
And
an
it's
issue on my system at the
Okay.
moment.
alright.
Except you are the
All right,
host,
ma, if
coach.
you can transfer it, please do.
You can transfer to Coach Tumbititi. Let us
Yes.
explain.
It's just freezing here. I don't know why
Okay.
it's doing that.
Okay.
Please, can we all go muted? And let's ensure we fill our pre-assessment form. Please go to the chat box. You will see the link there. Click on it and fill. Thank you.
Is that exercise patience and patience?
So how many people have finished filling their forms? If you have filled it, please drop in the chat box done. Just click, type done on the chat box if you are done with filling.
Yeah, am I to do it again today?
So if you have done it before, there's no need.
All
This
right.
is for people who did not do yesterday.
All right.
Go to be waiting for you, please. Check your.
So while we're
Coach,
waiting,
I've sent it to Coach Tumbi, Coach Tega, please. You are the
okay.
I guess. Should I send it to you, Tumbi? Because I sent it to
You
Tumbi.
can send it
Okay,
to
okay, I'm opening in it. Let me
But
do
Okay.
you have to make Kotumbi the host so that she will be able to share it. It's still freezing because I've tried over and over again. It's still
Okay.
freezing.
Okay, I'm almost there.
She's the host now.
Yes.
Tumbi is the host now.
Okay, now.
Let's make it fun while we're waiting for the sharing.
Screen, right? Yes.
Who wants to drop what you think your own temperament is?
Let
Yes,
me know
finally
when
we're
you
here.
can. Let me know
Yes,
when you
we
can
can
see the
see.
screen.
The
Yeah,
slide is,
thank
yes,
you. We can see it.
All
yeah,
right.
we can see it. It's up now.
Okay.
Apologies, everyone. So we
All
can see
right.
the screen. Right.
Okay, thank you very much once again, everyone. All right, so the first slide, please. Now, the objectives of this session, yes, creating a marital vision. I'm sure we can all see the vision. It's so clear. If there's any other thing, if any other thing is not clear in this picture, I'm sure you can see that vision is as clear as anything. So we are, it's about creating a marital vision. So why? The question is why? Why are we doing this? Please, can you just move the slide? And the main objective is to assist couples create a clear future. To assist couples create a clear future. This is showing that if you're on this lane or on this junction, there is no how you can ever, get lost, because it will definitely that the future is the next exit. Once you see the signpost, you know that you're moving towards the future. If you drive on in big cities, these are some of the
Speaking
Coach
of
Temi,
moods,
please
Coach
unmute.
Temi,
Unmute, Coach Temi.
Can you hear me now? Because
It's not
we
loud.
can't, but it's faint. We still cannot hear him.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, good evening, ma'am. Hello?
Coach Temi, we can't hear
Coach
you.
Temi, we can't hear you.
Coach Temi, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Coach Temi.
Please, everyone, relax. Coach Tumbi, you have pinned her. I guess that's why we can't hear her. To be a mistake
Okay.
from your end. Yes.
Okay.
How about now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. And all right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, please, are we good to go now?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we are.
The distance between where you are now and where you want to be is your vision. As couples, we all have aspirations. A lot of people talk about expectation. There's a certain place where you want to be. There's an expectation you have your goals. At the beginning of the year, a whole lot of people set goals. Some set 5-year goals, some set 10 years, some set 2 years, some is just a year. Some are, they can't do a long stretch. They only do maybe 6 months, and whatever it is, if you are in a relationship or you're married, when you set goals and you do it all alone, and the other person, your significant other, is not aware of your goals, there will always be issues. And your vision is the picture you have in mind, and we all do where you are, and you know exactly where you're heading, where you want to get to, and that is what your vision is. And then your vision gives that picture of life to every marriage and relationship, because it actually starts from your relationship before you get married, and the energy that it enables you to make various milestones. Are we even doing well at all? Are we making sense? Is this relationship heading anywhere? So that is, what your vision does to you. It enables you to measure your milestones. And it's also the reason for so many crises in marriages, especially when the couples don't have a uniform mental picture of the future they want to build together. Now, this is something I really want us to pay attention to. The reason why so many relationships and also marriages fail is because we lack vision. And some of us, it's not that we don't have a vision, it's just that we don't have a uniform vision. Imagine if I want to take a journey with Sumbititi. We know I guess a few number of us that that know us here know we're quite close. And then we want to take a journey together. And guess where we are going to? We are going to Oshogbo. Tumbi and I are going to Oshogbo. And then I live in Ibadan and Tumbi lives in Lagos and we are going to Oshogbo. So what we did was that I went to Lagos and then from Lagos I went back. We should get let's go to Canada. Don't worry. Let's just use Oshogbo for now. It's just an analogy, but don't worry, we're going to Canada. All right. So, what now happened was that I know we're both going to Oshogbo, and we both decided that, we're going to Oshogbo. And then we did not discuss how to get there. I did not tell Tumbi of my expectation. So I headed towards Lagos. And Tumbi in her mind is like, okay, Ibadan is closer to Oshogbo. And she came to Ibadan. First of all, we missed, as in, the journey started on a wrong foot. And then I was in Lagos. And then Tumbi said, oh, I'm in Ibadan. And on my way to Oshogbo. And I felt, for God's sake, I wanted to come to Lagos so that we can come to Ibadan together. And she would be like, what sense does that make? I thought you should know that Ibadan is closer to Oshogbo. What if I did not even know? What if I felt, okay, I would rather, take the journey with her? As long as we're not communicating and we don't have a clear mental picture of that place we want to go together, there is every possibility that there would be issues. And guess what? That is what is happening in our marriages today. Two people knowing they want to get married, they don't talk about if they have shared common visions, where they want to be, and you just realize that they are not just aligning. One wants to raise children that are pastors, and the other wants to raise children that are professional. One does not even want children. One wants 4, one wants 5. As in, vision is not even aligning. But for some, they even have the same visions because they've never discussed it or it's never written anywhere. The whole marriage will just start in crisis, and before you know what is happening, they just feel that, oh, this is not working, and then everybody takes a walk. But today, I'm still happy to let us know that will be something we would have to experience, because we will know how to create a clear marital vision. Next slide, please. Thank you. So why do we need a marital vision? Number one, it brings couples to a place of agreement. Can two work together unless they agree? No. You can't, like this Oshogbo thing. You can't be going to Oshogbo and we won't agree about okay, let's use Canada. We can't be going to Canada and then we won't agree on when we are going to, apply for the visa and some other things. 2, it eliminates confusion. 3, as in so that there won't be confusion. We know we are saying the same thing, we are speaking the same language, and we are facing the same direction. 3, it helps the home to organize their resources. When you have a marital vision, you won't waste resources. You know exactly what to do at the right time. You won't waste energy. There would be no waste at all because you'll be in sync. Next slide. Yeah, ma'am, that's it. It's really so cool. It also eliminates distractions. And the truth is that one of the things that is causing a whole lot of havoc in individual lives and in our marriages is distraction. A whole lot of people are just distracted because they don't have clear vision. They don't know exactly where they are going to. Because if you know where you're going to, there is possibility that you would have mapped out how to get there. And these are the things we'll be doing together today. Please don't forget your pen and paper. And because we're getting right into the practical session. And 4, sorry, I didn't read that last one. 4, it builds focus, clarity, and intentional living. That is one thing we really need to learn to do. Marriage is intentionality. You have to be focused, you have to be clear, and be intentional about your marriage. And guess what? We have about 58 amazing people here tonight that have decided to be intentional about their marriages. Okay, so let's get there. How to create a marital vision. Please, if you are with your spouse, I'll need both of you to just quickly do this. The first thing is, and if you're not with your spouse, please do take a screenshot of this particular slide because it's really very, very important. The first thing you do is separately, I don't want you to do this together, separately write out the kind of home you truly desire to build. Each one of you, the wife and the husband. And if you're not married yet, you and your boyfriend, your fiancé or your fiancé, please write out the kind of home you truly desire. And if you're not married yet you're not in a relationship, believe me, you're one of the most blessed people on the call tonight, because guess what? You're already prepared. Just write it down so that you will know that when you start falling in love, or you start, your heart to start doing kikun to someone, you have a clear understanding of what your home, what the home you desire is, and then you'll be able to even assess that, does this person even have what it takes to build that kind of home with me? After that, I guess you must have done that now. Now, both of you check what you have written. Is there similarities? Is there similarities? I sincerely hope there are. I sincerely hope there are. There should be some things that will be similar. And they might not be exact things. They might be similes. Once they are similar, just fuse them together, seek those things. Then you're headed towards the same place. You have the same direction. You're good together. And then the third thing you do is you define the perceptual identity of your family, the perceptual identity of your family. What this means is that is your family, are you a team Olu Joshua, are you a team, or you are a school, or you are a tribe? Whatever, just decide, both of you, what exactly do we want to tag this union? It's just your identity, you own it, whatever resonates with you. Or is it a group? Just give it a name. Then next slide, please. I hope you're doing this. I hope you're doing it. Please, if you're doing it, I really want to be sure people are actually doing this. Can you just just type in the chat room, yes, we are. Yes, we are. If you're doing, or yes, I am. If both of you are doing it as a couple, let me see, yes, we are. But if you're doing it alone, yes, I am. Thank you to me. Who else? Anybody doing this? Thank you, Oppo. That's your phone. Your name is not there. Okay. Please, other people, any other person. So you want to tell me nobody is trying this out? Let me kukuma stop the session then. Thank you, Fruitful. Thank you. We have just 3 people out of 60 doing this. Abiola, thank you. Thank you. 2 more, then we'll move on. 2 more people, then we'll move. Awotunde, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oluwaseyi, thank you. Lafunke, thank you. God bless you all. All right. The 4th thing is that what is the cost of pursuing your desired family? It will cost you something. That's just it. What is the cost? For instance, if what you've written as the kind of home you want is a loving home, what would it cost you? That means it's going to cost you a lot of self-control, self-awareness, you now think, is that too much of a cost to sacrifice, which I don't think it is. Now, the next thing is, who must we become to achieve this results? To achieve this particular result, who must we become? This is another thing you need to talk about. If your goal, your vision is to be a loving family, so who must we become to achieve it? What are the things we put in place? And then the final thing is, what must we eliminate to get to this? You can see it's nothing difficult at all, but it just requires both of you coming together to agree on these things. But is that the end? This is just the beginning of creating your marital vision. Okay, so the next thing is, can we just have the next slide, please? Now, can we get our hands, deep into the work now? This is where the hard work is, not hard work, smart work. It's so easy. And what we're about doing now is to create a family vision statement. Because when you have your vision, it should be written down. It should be written as a statement. For instance, in my church, by the time you attend my church the second or the third time, you will know that we have a vision statement. Because during the announcements every Sunday, we go something like the announcements on the announcements every single Sunday and every single service, not even on Sunday alone. We just talk about, this is Grace Point International Christian Center, and our vision is making known the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ to our world through the word and the spirit, making mature believers out of ordinary men. How did I know this? Because I am a member of that vision. I have to just know it, because I understand what exactly the church wants to do, the mission, where they are going to, and it resonates with me. So your vision, family vision statement, is not something that won't be known, that won't be written down, so that everybody in the family can identify with it and run towards the goal. So, when people ask you, do you have a vision for your family? And you say yes, then there must be a vision statement. You can as well ask, so what is your vision statement? So can we learn how to do that now? If you are interested, please write in the chat box, give it to me.
I want us to pray for ourselves tonight. We pray for ourselves.
Who are the people praying?
Appreciate God tonight.
Gbemisola Babalola, are you the one praying? Please, if you want to learn how to write your family vision statement, can you just put it in the chat box? Give it to us, coach. I'm waiting. It seems nobody wants to learn it. Thank you. Give it to me. Thank you. Interested. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Don't I love you people? Oh, okay. Right away. Why am I here? It's just to give it to you. All right. Get your pen. Thank you, Fruitful. Thank you. I'm giving it to you. I'm not holding anything back at all. Just do me a favor. Get your pen, or take your phones, your iPad, whatever, and get to your notes book. Let's go. The first step. We have just 5 steps, as in something is not complicated at all. Kodip Rara is very, very easy. 5 steps. The first one is the identity. Who are we? Who are we? And what is the best description for us? Remember that while we are creating your vision, we have told you to create an identity. Are you a team or are you a tribe? So you should have already done that, which is so easy. So what is your identity? Let's say that Can someone help me with this? One of the other coaches. I'll use an example and then we'll still get to read some other people. Let's just first of all see a sample. You might listen first, please listen. And then after when you see a prototype, it will be easier for you to do yours. Now, let's say that who are we? A team. Let's pick a team. So let's say we to be a team, that is what we want to be. Who are we? What's the best description for us to be a team? Is that clear? I think that's so easy. The part one is so easy. We are a team. Thank you. Or you can say to be a team. Anyhow you want it. Now, the second thing is, now, what is the identity qualifier? You already know you are a team, but what qualifies you? What are you? What's the outcome of this identity? What exactly is what makes you special? What is that thing? What qualifies you? As in, what are you working towards that qualifies your identity? I like the fact that you might not be it yet, but that is exactly what you're working towards. What is the outcome of your identity? Let's say, okay, we are a team of loving friends. Of loving friends. I think that would be a good one. Of loving friends. Can you just put that down? That's number 2. 1, your identity. Then what's your identity qualifier? What qualifies that team? We are a team of loving friends. Next slide. What's the third step? Can you get the second step now? It's so easy. First step, who are you? What's your identity? Second step, what differentiates you? What's your qualifier? You know what a qualifier is? What labels you? What identifies that team different from others? Coach Tumbi, third step, please. Thank you. Now, you already know that we know who you are. We know your qualifier. Now, can we get to the spin? What defines, can you define what that unique twist your family brings to the outcome? What is your selling point? Can you sell your family to me? You must become a marketer at this point. Now, look at the two of you. What stands you out? What is that thing that makes you unique? We know who you are already. We know how to qualify you. But what makes you unique? What is your selling point? That is the third step. Thank you. Tumbi is getting the flow. She said we love to have fun. But let's just say for this practical example, who are free to be themselves, no pretense, face masks off. Who are free to be themselves. That is our unique selling point. In my family, we're so free to be ourselves. Now, that's the third step. The first one, can you remember? Who are you? Number 2, what qualifies you? Number 3, what's your unique selling point? Why are you different from other families? Now, number 4, can we get to number 4? Number 4, when 1, 2, and 3 are in place, to what effect? Who are the primary targets? Who will benefit from 1, 2, 3, and when 1, 2, 3 are in place, then who will it affect? Guess what? Your primary human effects. When we say primary, we're not looking at the broader picture yet, but your immediate target audience. Now, that is realistically possible. This is very, very important. Now, ensure that even though it's realistically possible, don't make it vague or unrealistic, even though you must be audacious. That's just it. You must dream big, think big. But the primary targets of who we want to become and how does it affect them? Now, let me think about it. We are a team of loving friends. That's our qualifier. We are free to be ourselves. When 1, 2, and 3 are in place, I think we can raise other teams. We can raise other winning teams. We can raise other people. And, I just don't want it to be only my husband and I, to be that loving friends that are free to be themselves. They can influence other people too. Raising other winning team. That is the primary target. That's the primary target, because our life is not just about our own. We need to, spread it. We must be able to influence our immediate environment. So are we getting it? You can see it's really very simple. A team, the second one is your qualifier. Your third one is what is your unique selling points. And then to affect who? The immediate target audience. And it's raising other team. Now, the fifth one, the ultimate effect. To what effect? When you become a team of loving friends who are free to be themselves, raising other winning team. To what effect? Are you just going to be there, but you have to, the explosion that will happen with this vision should be able to connect to other humanity. Now, this fifth step is that who is the secondary target of who you become as a family? Is it the whole world in general? Is it the whole world in general? Or, you need to impact some other people. You need to connect with humanity. Your family should be big enough. Your vision statement, the vision you carry for your family should be big enough not to just stay with your family, but to extend to humanity at large. Humanity should benefit from it. How many people have seen this movie that is now in the cinemas? How many people have seen it? What's this woman, Fela's mom? This the story, can someone just remind me of her name? It just keeps my mind now.
Funmilayo Ransome Kuti.
Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. I've not seen it, but guess what? Thank you, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. I've not seen it, but I've seen a whole lot of review. But guess what? People kept saying her husband stood by her. Her husband was just And guess what? That vision for our family. See, everybody, at least in Nigeria, we are all enjoying the fruits of that vision. Now, that is a family that has a vision. They did a whole lot, not for Egba community, not for Egba women, but to all women eventually in Nigeria. And of course, our story extends beyond the shores of this country. That is how powerful your family vision statement can be. So the fifth one in our example will be transforming the society. Can you join it together? Let's see it in the chat box. That is our example. For those that are writing it, first one, a team of loving. Second one, a qualifier, which is loving friends who are free to be themselves. That's their unique selling points. Number 4 is who are they affecting? Raising other winning teams. And then the bigger picture, transforming the society. Can we have a statement? What does the statement sound like? I want someone to join it together. What you should have is, we are a team of loving friends who are free to be themselves, raising other winning team, transforming the society. Can you see it's so simple? That is what you should have. That is what you should have. A team of who are free to be themselves, raising other teams, transforming the society. All right, can we have the next slide? Because that is just a vague example. Now, this is my own family vision statement. Now, what I want you to do is identify these 4 factors there, these 5 steps there. Thank you, Sumbi. We're a team of loving friends who are free to be themselves, raising other teams, transforming the society. Now, can someone, if you can see the qualifier, I want you to mention the qualifier here. I want you to, who are we? The qualifier, our unique selling points, the primary effect, and then the global one, the bigger picture, the secondary effects. Can someone Who can do that? If you can try, can you just identify it, the 5 steps in this example? We are a team of thriving friends, creating empowering environments through strong bonds, transforming the world. Does someone want to try?
Thriving friends is a qualifier.
Okay. That's number 2. What's the first one? The first one is
Team.
who are
We are
we?
a team. We are the
Thank
first one.
you.
We are a team.
But really, I don't want me to do it, but try. Then someone else would. You will do the first 2, and then someone else will do the third one. Someone else the fourth one, then the fifth one, someone else. All right, go ahead. We're a team is the first one. Good. We're a team. That's who we are. The qualifier
The thriving friends.
of thriving friends. Thank you. That's so correct. This refers to the fact that we are not just acquaintances. It implies that we are living a fulfilled life. We are thriving. We're not just friends. You know, it's beyond friends. Anybody, any couple can be friends. Any couple can be friends, but we are thriving friends. This means that we are living a fulfilled life and we are committed to each other's well-being. And when we have this at the back of our mind, we both know that we are a team of thriving friends. Then my husband will give me wings to fly. I will give him wings to fly because we are committed to thriving. That is our vision. And our children that the products of this family already know that in our family, we're a team of thriving friends. We are not on the opposite side of the field. Whatever happens, we stay as a team, and whatever happens, we must strive together. So who wants to try to identify the third thing? What is our unique selling points? Even though we are a team of thriving friends, what is our unique selling point? Who wants to try that? You can.
Through strong bonds.
It's not clear.
Environment through strong bonds.
Awesome. It's creating empowering environments, actually. Creating empowering environment. This means that we aim to build spaces, you know, virtual space, physical space, to ensure that people are supported, are encouraged, are empowered to be themselves. We are not just about ourselves. If this family, we are out there to ensure that we create empowering environment. That's our unique selling point. Next one is the primary recipients, as in the primary effects. What will this do? When we achieve 1, 2, and 3, what will it do? Who can try that? Can you identify it in this vision, in this family vision statement? Right?
Transforming the world.
No, that's the 5th one. That's the 5th one. Who wants to? You should. When 1, 2, and 3 is in place, when we are a team thriving friends,
strong bonds.
Thank you. Through strong bonds. By the time this team of thriving friends creates empowering environments, guess what would happen? Strong bonds will be the next thing. We are transforming, as in, this means that there is emphasis in the importance of our relationship with each other, and this would affect other people, everyone around us. Our family loyalty will be core, because everyone we come across with will know that, wow, there's something about this family. It would create strong bonds when we have friends or our children, because it's an empowering environment. People will be able to bond, we'll be able to network, we'll be able to get things done. Our immediate families would not have issues. We are not in any way insecure. It's so beautiful. Right now, I'm feeling so much on top of the world, as in at the power of this, my family vision. And I sincerely hope that every one of us will be able to get to that place that we'll be able to articulate our vision statements. And the last one, someone else already said it, transforming the world. Imagine what this would do by the time we are a team of thriving friends, creating empowering environments through strong bonds, what would happen is a ripple effect that would blow up the entire world, transforming the world positively. That would be the ultimate effect. Do we get it? Now, can someone just try, if you can just try yours and then put it in the chat box, let's see if you'll be able to come up with something. 5-step, very easy. First one, who are you? 2, your qualifier. 3, your unique selling point. 4, the primary effects. And then the last one is the secondary effect of your vision. All right, let me just do 1 minute. Let's see if, because this is just, we have just one more slide, and then this is just it. And let's see if anyone would be able to try that. Let's see if someone would be able to try that. Let me quickly go over the step again. It's so easy. Who are you? What's your qualifier? What's your unique selling points? The primary targets, if 1, 2, and 3 are in place, who will it affect? As in the primary recipients of if 1, 2, and 3 becomes a reality. And then the last one is the bigger picture. What will be the ultimate effect? I really love it if someone can actually give it a try. Can I have the last slide while I'm waiting to see if someone will give it a trial? Now, this is the most important thing. You're not just going to create your family vision statement. It's important that you document it. Now, an unwritten vision is a lost one. See, the best memory, the longest memory is still shorter than the smallest pen, the shortest pen. The shortest pen is still longer than the longest memory. When you put things down, you can always go back, you can pass it across. Do you know one of the issues we have in Africa? Because things are not documented. Things are not documented. We don't pass things, across. Our family, we say, oh, we have a vision. If it's not written down, that is not a vision. And guess what? When your vision is written down, what that would do is that it would help you to execute faster. You will already, we already said, why do we have a family vision? So that we will not waste time, we won't waste resources. We already know that this is who we are, so we won't bother. Your children already know the vision of a family. They will know that some things will not go well with the family. Your husband, no. Integrity is key. When you have your vision, you'll be able to have your DNA code. You'll be able to have so many other things. This is just the tip of an iceberg. There's so much more. This is just the beginning of it. The Constitution is there. Then you can tell your family legendary story of who you are. You'll be able to create a whole lot more by just putting your vision down. Now, finally, a vision without execution is hallucination. When your vision is without execution, is just hallucination. And what is that thing that can help you ensure that your vision is executed? It is when it is written. Thank you very much. Do we have anyone eventually trying it out? Okay, thank you. Somebody tried it out. Let me just read this out. We're a family of givers. We change our environment by giving generously and compassionately, transforming a needy world to a giving world. So let's, they are a family. What's their qualifier of givers? I think there is a typo here. You change your environment by giving generously. That's your unique selling points. Number 3, transforming the living. You omitted one. Please, you can try again. But you can always, please, if you've not joined, if you did not register, this is where it's important. For those that are on the WhatsApp group, we can, help you with creating your family vision and do much more. For instance, Coach Sumbi can administer a psychometry on your family to let you know your temperament. You know, there's so much what you can learn from the WhatsApp group. So if you did not register, I would enjoy you to please register so that you can be on the WhatsApp group and I can help you articulate your family statements properly. But you really tried. Please give yourself a round of applause. You really, really tried, but you omitted the fourth step. You omitted the fourth step. Someone is saying we are a group of God-fearing people who show love to people we meet to make Jesus known. Let's see it. We're a group. Yes, 1, 2, God-fearing people. What's your unique selling point? Who show love? Please, can you mute yourself? You're disrupting. All right, let me go to it again. A group, yes, a group, God-fearing people who show love. 3, to people we meet. That's still the same thing to me. No, you got stuck at number 3. You still need 4 and 5. Please, you are doing well. Thank you. That's a good effort. That's a good effort. Thank you very much. Because of our time, I have to go. We can do more on the WhatsApp group where we can
There
do
is
more.
one more person. Can you please read that person?
Which one? Bola.
we are
Okay,
a
let
team
me
of
try and
lovely-
read Bola's own. We are a team, 1, of loving family and kingdom financiers. That's who you are, your qualifier, with the purpose of influencing the world around us. Awesome. That is your unique selling point by raising others to become completely fulfilled in Christ and in life. All right. And then can you just add impacting the world? That will just, finish it, because that others is still like all by raising, let me say, influencing the world around us by raising godly seeds to be fulfilled in life and impacting the world. How does that sound? By raising godly seeds to become fulfilled in life and impacting the world, because your seed will replicate. Thank you. Thank you. So I think of raising godly children and impacting the world. Wow. Good students. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Thank you. You can stop sharing the screen now. Wow. That is so awesome. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Now over to you, to the moderator. Thank you, everyone. It was such a fantastic time with you.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Coach Temi Moronkeji, for the awesome session. And I know that you have added value to lives that have joined us online tonight to form their family vision. And this is light indeed. And if you are here to do yours, we are here to support you. So I have just dropped the link of the WhatsApp platform on the chat room. You want to click in there, so be part of us on that platform so that we can help you create your family vision. And if you are also single, you want to create your own personal vision, because when you have a vision, it helps you to run better. Can we give a round of applause to our amiable coach, Moronkeji Temiloluwa? Thank you very much. What an awesome session tonight. I have also learned greatly. Yes, we are waiting for you to join us on the WhatsApp platform. Now it's time for questions and answer. You may begin to drop your questions one after the other in the chat room. Our admin will be taking notes of them as she will be reading them to us one after the other. All the coaches that took all the sessions are right here and they are waiting to answer your questions. And just before we do that, I like to share again that If you are yet to fill in the pre-assessment form, you want to please do so, because right away now, I am dropping the post-assessment link for you to also fill just the same questions. So that's just for us to know if there's any difference. If you have learned differently from what you used to know before this session and even after now. So we have gotten your before, now we want to get your after. So I have just dropped the link of the post-assessment on the, in the chat room. You want to click in there and begin to fill right about now. And as soon as you finish, I'd like you to just type done, Let done begin to flow in the chat room. Let's be sure that you are doing it. And so we're checking that. Please start dropping your questions. Start dropping your questions. I like us to drop it in form of test so that it can help us to be able to do justice to that. One other thing I like us to know, for all of the you would have noticed that we are a team of 5 wonderful women endowed and engraced. We are fulfilling our destiny, and we know that all of this that you have also learned tonight would also take a step further in the fulfillment of your own destiny. We don't want to leave you half-baked, and we want to also help you, to support you in your journey, whether you are single or whether you are married. All is needed for you to be part of this family. We are a family, we can help you. And we want you to join our WhatsApp platform. We can help you create your family vision. We can also work with you as a single lady or as a single man, so that we can begin to help you identify your personality and begin to help you to know who and who you can marry. And maybe you even know who you want to marry, then you want to know why the person is the way the person is. We can also help you to do all of these things. So you want to join us on the WhatsApp platform. So again, before we finish tonight, I'm waiting for our questions even while I'm speaking. So before we leave tonight, we want to get your feedback as to how you have seen the whole of these sessions. Have they added value to you? Have you learned better? Have you relearned? Have you unlearned? Have you even learned something new? Have you unlearned those things that are not even doing you good? So we'll also drop a link, which we call the feedback link, for you to be able to do or give us feedback. We want to get better. We want you to assess us on how we have done well or how we have not done well. But I want to be sure that truly we have done well. Now, the floor is open. I'm not sure I've seen any question. I'm not sure I've seen any question, but if you want to speak, you may want to unmute yourself, and then before you unmute yourself, please just signify your virtual hand by go to the reaction section of the Zoom app, and then just raise your hand. Let's be sure you want to speak out, and then we'll unmute you for you to ask your question. But if you want to drop it in the chat room, we are also looking in the chat room to see that you have questions, and we'll be waiting to read them out and answer. I don't expect that we'll do these 5 sessions and there will be no question. So if there is no question, then it means that you are a very good student too. It means that you don't even know book passos. Now you say you be a bunker student. All right, so either ways, maybe while we're waiting for questions, if you don't have questions, you want to drop your thoughts to us, feedback. And okay, I see Oluwan Femi Ajibola. You want to ask questions, please? Go ahead, we can hear you.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
thank
ma'am.
you, coaches, for tonight's session. It was really awesome. So my question is, how does a woman who, because I saw a post, I think today, a woman earns more than her husband, she does business, and all of a sudden the man wants to collect all the money from her, but she refuses, and the guy says that if she doesn't drop the money, she should walk away from the marriage. What kind of counsel can you give to that kind of person? I'm not married, I'm single, so I hopefully want to learn from that scenario. It will not happen to me in Jesus' name. Amen.
But so that it will not happen to you, it's good that you set the vision and run through it, right? Okay, so any of the coaches can actually answer.
Coach Temi Loluwa. Coach Temi.
All right. I don't know if you were there yesterday at the session where we talked about understanding humanity, and Coach Tiga, I think, yeah, you were the one that took it. And remember, there was this analogy where she spoke about who is the breadwinner and who cooks for the family. You know, it's because there's this mindset that this kind of guy, this kind of man has, and that's why there is conflict. And so if counseling would go a long way to change that kind of mindset. And guess what? It's not like he's a bad man. He was conditioned that way. He was wired that way. We want to check how did he grow up? What are the belief system that he has? And then the wife also, definitely they don't share the same belief system. I'm not sure did you say the person is a married person or they're in a relationship? I didn't really get it. I wasn't
Yes,
paying
they are
attention.
married.
They are
Yes.
married already. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
and
So
then right now the marriage, the man is asking the wife to walk away from the marriage if she cannot submit all her salaries to him.
all right. Thank you very much. Now we want to ask further questions. Be sure of, okay, so why are you asking for this salary? Is it because of insecurity, or is it because you believe the husband should not earn more than the wife? You know, all those belief systems are what we will check during counseling. What I'll recommend for them is counseling. Definitely, that family needs counseling, and there will be a whole lot of relearning and unlearning to be done. And also to the wife. Okay, so why are you holding to your family? Is our money, is your money our money or your own money? Because that's another belief. We want to weigh their belief when it comes to finances. What's that? Do they share the same belief in issues of superiority, in decision making, and so many other things? When we're able to, understand what the belief are, and if they don't align, then we'll do a belief aligning session for them. And of course, this family obviously does not have a family vision. Definitely, the family vision is missing, and will help them if they are willing, because it takes two to tango, but it's not an irredeemable thing.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, and I hope it's clear. Do we have any other person signifying? Okay, I'm not sure I'm seeing anyone. I know there was a question that was dropped yesterday. I'm not sure I can remember that question. Coach Temi, can you remember that question? A question was dropped in the chat room yesterday.
Sincerely, I can't. So I thought I wrote it down. But there's a question in the chat room right now. Let me read it out.
Okay.
How do you share these ideas to a spouse that acts indifferent to things, like I don't care attitude, or the spouse anything goes? How do you share these ideas? Oh, okay, these ideas, what kind of ideas? Like marital vision or something? It's I would, well, maybe someone else should answer.
Go ahead.
I think, it's there's this thing, when you say a treasure, you don't want to hold it to yourself. You're not coming at it from the point of view that you don't know, or I know better than you. You're coming from the point of view of it's marketing. That's just it. It's the way you market. When you market it properly, I am sure the person will be interested. Someone was telling me yesterday that normally husband would know, like, which one is your marriage struggling to survive. What these people that are even talking to you, do you know if their own marriage too is struggling to survive? She said that's the kind of person her husband is. But guess what she did? She just took her laptop to where her husband is, as if she's on her own, jejely, and she took her laptop there, and of course the husband can listen, he can hear, and then he noticed that the guy just started gravitating towards, the laptop, and eventually listened to all the sessions yesterday. So I think it's the way you sell it. When you're not going at it from that arrogance point of view that, hey, Mr. Mano, come and listen and get sense. That already it's a turn off. I'm sure if you let the person, your husband know that, oh, there's something that really helps me. You can actually use the same steps to create your own personal vision first. And by the time he notices these changes in you, or you can start, you say, oh, I have a vision for this family, this, and this, and you're working towards it. When he's seeing changes, it will be easy for you to now say, can we have a vision together? So start with you first. When there are changes, you'll be able to find it easier to sell to your spouse.
I'd like to
Absolutely.
say something.
The change you're looking for resides in you. When you change, everything around you will absolutely change. Thank you very much, Coach Temi. I'm not
Coach
sure if there's
Faye,
any
I'd
other
like to say
question.
something.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to say something. So, regarding the last question that we had, the truth is that most times, like Coach Temi said, our manner of approach really affects, the way our spouse behaves towards us. We should not expect an immediate change, even when we try to sell our ideas, our beliefs to them, because everybody has their makeup, and like Coach Tumbititi said too, we all have our formations, our temperament. So if you know who your spouse is, how he behaves, you will know how to sell, these beliefs to them. And it cannot happen immediately. It will take time. There's something they call the wait time. You have to be patient. I know it's not easy. We all know, everyone that is married, even if you're in a relationship, it's common, it's normal. You don't expect an immediate change. You have to learn patience and how to sell these beliefs to your spouse based on maybe his temperament or temperament, and it works. It might take time, but it works. That's the truth. Thank you.
I agree with you, Coach Tega. It's not an immediate thing. Change is that thing that is constant. Anything can actually happen when we change, but you don't expect the change to come immediately. So there's room for us to be patient with our partners for them to become that vision in our head. All right, I'm not sure if there's any further question, but I'd like to reemphasize that we are so grateful that you have deemed it fit to feast with us in these 2 days. We do not take it for granted. I am sure that you have gotten value and you also have added value to your life. I have just dropped in the chat room, the feedback link that we request that you help us to to fill. Please do fill it for us. Let's hear from you how you have seen this family systems engineering approach of training that were brought for you in these different buckets in these 2 days. I've looked at various 5 topics in these 2 days, and I know that it's a life-changing one. Please do well to click and fill for us. I don't know if any of the coaches have something to say before we wrap it up tonight.
Yes,
Nothing
ma'am.
from my end.
Okay. Coach Faye, some people are asking about the recordings of yesterday. So I'm directing them to the WhatsApp group. And so somebody is saying that they can't click the WhatsApp group. Someone else has joined the WhatsApp group, but they will still need to repost the link. So kindly just give out information as to joining the WhatsApp group. Just talk about it so people can join the WhatsApp group and they will have access to. Okay, yes, thank you. So I've
dropped the link again. Please click. If it's not going, maybe it's network. Please click on the link and you meet us right in the WhatsApp room. And as you join, we'll take it further from there. Yes, please fill
Coach
all
Faye,
that we have requested that you help us
Coach
to fill.
Faye,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I also
ma'am.
want to suggest that for those that are unable to join the WhatsApp group, can they send their number to the chat box so that we can add them up, so that we don't lose hands?
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Please, if you are still finding issue, yes, Lafunke, you may just want to drop your number, your WhatsApp number. Okay, beautiful. So we'll pick it up from there. Thank you. Thank you. Please, admin, help us pick those numbers for those that are having issues clicking on the WhatsApp link. That will be all from my hand tonight, and I know the coaches also have beautiful things to say to you for having taken time to be here. I can see somebody's.
Okay, Grace, can you go ahead with your question?
Okay, thank you so much for this section. Really amazing. My question is, what advice can you give to a lady that is in a relationship, but they are heading to the next step, and the guy is already telling the lady, like, okay, this marriage, you have to put this or so amount, like dictating, like this, you have to add to this marriage, and then maybe they want to get something. So something useful in the house, like, okay, if you have this amount, you can add it to it. What advice can you give to someone in that situation? Is it advisable to accept it, to understand? That's my question.
Okay. Coach Temi, should I go ahead or you answer? Coach Titi, should I give you the floor or I should go ahead?
Please go ahead, Coach Tega.
Okay, now, firstly, it depends on your view, what you think, your beliefs. You know, many women, I won't say many, okay, some women have the mentality that my money is my money, your money is our money. And yesterday, when I discussed understanding humanity, I said something about Yoruba adage. I said we are used to Ile Oko, Ile Okoni, and I said it's Ilewa. If you, the two of you have had maybe discussions about money, maybe financing the home, how you want to run the home, I don't think this should be an issue. But if there has been no discussion surrounding it, then you might need to talk about it, because if you believe that you should not, maybe, I'm not saying you, maybe the person in question does not want to support at all, or believes that a man should like be the major provider, like should do everything, there might be a problem. So now, if you have maybe a few weeks to the marriage or maybe a few months, it's better you talk about it. If you're not okay with it, set the ball straight, like make him know, or just discuss about it, because it's actually a very big deal. We don't talk about it now and try to settle or iron things now. You know, getting into marriage, it can cause a whole lot of havoc in your marriage. So there's nothing wrong from my end. I don't know about the person. There's nothing wrong in supporting. Many women will not talk about what they did, you know, when they were planning their wedding. Some people contributed and they don't talk about it. So it depends on that lady's personal belief. What do you think about it? Do you believe that you should support your spouse or your partner? Or you believe that you should be the sole provider, should do everything for your own? That's the major thing. The beliefs of the woman is the root, how will I say now? The major issue. If she does not have, if her mindset is like different about it, feels different about it, then why not? And the manner in which the man speaks about it, should take notes, read the room and understand that voice, how he says it, what he's trying to tell you. You know, bring money can sound like, oh, please support, you know, and the tone, I don't know the way he said it. So these are issues and things that we should always listen to, try to understand, take a cue from what he's saying. That's what I'll say.
Thank you, Coach Tega. I just want to add, I want to pick from where Coach Tega stopped. The world that we are in right now, for the lady that asked the question, the world we are in right now is a teamwork. So any marriage that you see right now is a team work. So whatever you want to do it together. Now, the thing is, your own belief system, like Coach Tega said, your belief system might be that, no, I cannot be supporting. Let the man be the one that will be bringing in 100% of everything in the house. If that is your own belief system, then make sure that you marry such a person that can carry all your responsibilities, that can carry everyone's responsibility without complaining. And then the person will gladly do it, you know, without grumbling. Do you understand? But if you feel that, oh, this belief system seems like almost every guy now wants a lady that can support, you ask yourself, are you comfortable with that? Even if you are not comfortable with it, and then almost every guy that is coming your way seem like, okay, this is the world we are in because of the generation we are in right now, you also have to, you know, put your own support down. Then you can have a negotiation with such a man that you actually like, that has approached you, and say, okay, I can't be bringing 50-50. It cannot be 50-50. Can you be bringing 70 and let me bring 30%? Or can I be bringing 10% while you bring the 90%? At least you are also bringing something. More importantly, the root of this is that have a conversation about it. Have an open communication about it. If it is not something that you can deal with, then don't bother going into such a union. Do you understand? For someone like me, before I got married, I have my own belief system. And when the person I want to marry came on board, he does not align with that belief. So I also had to meet him in the middle, and then we both compromise, and then everything is beautiful. So that's what I want to add to that, to what Coach Tega had said. So more importantly, you have that conversation with yourself. What do you really want? What are your deal breakers? Okay. So when you have been able to analyze that, any spouse that you want to marry that is telling you something, if you will check your own values, all the things that they've taught us tonight, you have created your own vision. If you see that it's not aligning, have a conversation about it. You know, can it align? If you see that this thing cannot align, no, even before marriage, you can see that your vision is not aligning, then there is no need putting your head inside fry pan and fire. Thank you very much.
Coach Ray, over to you.
All right, thank you, everyone. And I'm not apologies, I was thrown off. I'm not sure if there's any other person that wants to ask question. And if there is none, we want to appreciate everyone who have deemed it fit to join us in this 2 days webinar. We want to say thank you for carving out time. God bless you. And from the other coaches, I'm sure they also want to say thank you to you.
I want to say a very big thank you to everyone for committing to their growth and the wellness of their marriage. It's actually a big deal for us to be here till this time. We're not expecting it. I'm super grateful that you stayed, you know, till now to be with us. We do not take it for granted at all. And we hope that when we call upon you for another program, you'll be kind enough to join us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Coach
Thank
Temi,
you,
you want to say
everyone.
something? All right.
Sumbi, go first.
I just so much. I'm super grateful. God bless you all. And all that we have learned, please let us put it into practice. Do not waste the hours that you have put in joining us. Let it count. Let your spouse see the difference. Let them see that something has happened to you. Thank you, and God bless you. Not only your spouse, but your children and your in-laws. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Sincerely, we don't have enough words to say thank you. As in staying till the end of the sessions, it's a really big deal. And I'm so glad that you are here because I know we've all we added to in one way or the other. Thank you very much. God bless you. Like I said, please stay with us on the WhatsApp group. We'll still post us. You can ask us many questions as you want. Let's make use of the opportunity to grow something bigger, and I'm sure that this would give a lasting impression on our marriages. From me and the entire team, we say we love you. Thank you. Bye. Good night, everyone. Please, can you all unmute?
Thank you, Coach Bemi.
Let's see your faces. Good night, everyone.
Let's see your
Coach Bemi. Are
faces.
you here?
Unmute and do your videos. And let's
Let's see
just
your
say
face.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good
Love
night.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Ayan.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Baby
Good night.
Stella.
Everyone.
Thank you,
Good night.
Lafuki. Lafuki, you stayed on. I saw your
Thank
video
you,
up to
Shola. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Rosie. Thank you, Banky. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
God
for
bless
showing your face,
you. Thank you
Lafunky.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Have
you
a
so
great
much.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Have a lovely